Hello, welcome to Vicky Makes and Builds. Right, so this video will come with sort of two introductions. This is kind of a pre-introduction. Allow me to explain. So I, a while ago, just before Christmas actually, got a 9,000 piece Ravensburger puzzle. It's the Disney Museum puzzle. And I have spoken about it on a couple of the previous videos. And initially, I started filming the video, with the intention of doing an intro and doing the the unboxing and the sorting and all the rest of it. I actually started the filming for that back in November of last year, 2021. But then I ended up putting it away and moving house and, having Christmas and New Year and things like everyone else. And it just kind of all got put a bit on hold. And I have moved now, and I have actually started sorting for the puzzle. But when I was looking back on that old footage, I realised that it was really quite long. All of the unboxing and the kind of mixing the bags and explanations of how I'm going to put it together on foam boards and things like that. All of that, I realised it was actually quite long, the footage, and even when I kind of edited it a bit and streamlined it a bit, it was still really quite long. And what I didn't want was to attach it to the beginning of a build video, which would then mean that the entire thing would be just this really long video about building this puzzle. I didn't want the video to just be too kind of overly long. So what I thought I would do instead is take that footage that I'd already done of the unboxing of the puzzle and put it up on YouTube as a separate video where I unbox it and I mix the pieces and I sort of go through a bit of a plan as to how I intend to proceed with building this puzzle. So I do hope you don't mind that this comes as a little bit of a precursor to the actual build itself, which is going to begin very soon. I have actually almost finished sorting. It's been a bit of a gargantuan task. In fact, all of the pieces, most of them, are in front of me right now. You can't see them because they're on the table, but yeah, the time is coming very soon when I will start building it. I'm very excited about it, but I wanted to show you separately the unboxing and the mixing of the bags and my kind of plan of action, which is still the same now as it was back then in November. So without further ado, I will pass this video over to myself from the past. So you'll see a change of scenery because I filmed all that before I moved. So it'll be a bit kind of all over the place geographically. But yeah, so I'm going to hand over to myself where I will do another introduction and I will unbox the puzzle for you and show you what's what with it. So I hope you enjoy and I will catch you at the end. Hello, welcome to Vicky Makes and Builds. I don't know if you can tell from the excitement in my voice, but I am very excited about this video. I am going to start my brand new puzzle that I've just purchased for myself. Now, technically, this puzzle, well, I didn't purchase it for myself. It's kind of an early Christmas present from the family to me, but I chose it, I picked it out, and I ordered it, and it's come. I'm very excited. So I will show you right now. Now, bear with me because it's quite heavy. Ugh. Here we go. Now there's a bit of reflection because I haven't yet taken off the cellophane. I'll do that momentarily, but this is it. It is called the Disney Museum. Now, if you can tell, I'll go a bit closer. If you can tell from, even though the reflection's there, there are several portraits of different Disney characters, and they are hanging up on two walls with some lights at the top shining down on them, and it's called the Disney Museum, but it kind of looks a bit more like an art gallery to me, really. But I suppose it's characters across the Disney sort of ages, if you like. So I suppose there's kind of a museum element to it. Now, I am no art connoisseur, but it looks to me like these pictures are all in different kind of styles of artwork. So, I mean, I can see some pencil drawings. I can see some kind of modern style paintings with really bright colours. I'm not an art connoisseur. I don't really know my artists, so I apologise for anybody watching this that do. But the Sleeping Beauty one as well, that's kind of like a comic book style. So I think that's really fun. I think it's fun that, they've not just put loads of pictures up of just kind of the characters looking how they normally do. They've sort of played around with some of the art styles as well. This will be the first giant Ravensburger puzzle that I've done. They do quite a few large puzzles, and my dream puzzle actually is by Ravensburger. That's an 18,000 piece one, but this is pretty close up in the dream leagues of puzzles for me. I actually can't wait to start it. Basically, I have recently done a 6,000 piece puzzle, the Venice Sunset by Clementoni. That's the largest amount of pieces I've done in one go. I have done a larger puzzle, a 13,200 piece Disney orchestra, but that was separated into sections, and I actually did them in the sections. I did mix 2 bags, but even then it was like 4,400. So the 6,000 piece puzzle I did up to now is the largest kind of single amount of pieces I've done in one go. This will beat that because this one is split into 2 bags of 4,500 pieces, but I intend to mix the pieces. So I'm really kind of, I'm challenging myself with, the amount of pieces that I'm able to do and willing to try. And the numbers going up and up and up. So it'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see how this one goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just kind of taking you through my plan in terms of how many pieces of foam board and things like that I need. So just without waffling on too much about it, before I open it, I just want to kind of take you through my sort of calculations. Now, I won't ramble on for too long because, just going through numbers and measurements can be a little boring, and I really want to get started on it. But so when I did my 6,000 piece puzzle, I purchased a box of 10 pieces of foam board in A1 size. So I would like to be able to use that. I'm pointing over there because it's over there, but you can't see it. I'd like to be able to use that rather than buying more foam board and more sizes, because I have it already. So I might as well utilize what I've got. Now, what I do is I start off by measuring the actual, getting the measurements for the full size of the puzzle. So the full size of this puzzle is 193 centimetres wide by 139 centimetres tall. Now, if you work in inches, I'll put it up in a graphic. So you should hopefully be able to see it right now. But I'll put the inches up as well. But I'm just going to be speaking in centimetres because that's what I work with. So what I did was I also took a note of the measurements of the A1 foam board pieces, and an A1 section of foam board measures 59 centimetres by 84 centimetres. So obviously one piece is nowhere near big enough, so I'm going to need to use multiple pieces of foam board. So what I did to work out how many pieces I'm using is I tried dividing 193, which is the width, by 2. So I wanted to see if I cut it in half, would the foam board fit if I put 2 together in a landscape orientation? So I divided 193 by 2 and I got 96.5 centimetres. Well, A1 foam board, its biggest dimension is 84 centimetres, so we're still off by around about 10 centimetres for each piece. So I would need to then divide it a little more. So I tried dividing it by 3, and that comes to 64 centimetres, which would fit on the foam board. So if I put 3 pieces of foam board together, that would more than cover the width of this puzzle. In fact, it would more than cover by 60 centimeters. So it would be more than big enough. So I could do 3 along, and then if I tackle the height dimension of the puzzle, so I divide 139, which is the height of the puzzle, by 2. That comes to 69.5 centimeters. So we'll say 70. It's probably better to round up. That comes to 70 centimeters, but the height of the foam board, if it's landscape, is only 59. So I can't use a 2x3 grid. I would have to use a 3x3 grid, which again would way more than cover the dimensions of the puzzle on the height side as well. So I could, in theory, use 9 pieces of foam board, but I feel like that's kind of, well, it's obviously big enough, and it's good that I have a little bit of overlap to work with, but I feel like I can do it on less than 9 pieces of foam board. So what I have done is I have took the measurements and seen how it would work out if I oriented the foam board in portrait. Okay, so the smaller dimension would be along the top and cover the width of the puzzle, and the larger dimension would be along the side and cover the height of the puzzle. So I divided the width of the puzzle, 193 centimeters, by 4. And that came to 49 centimeters, which is just slightly rounded up, which is fine. The width of the foam board is 59 centimeters. So again, that more than covers width-wise, but it only more than covers by 40 centimeters instead of by 60. So we're just coming down a little bit, and we're able to not have all these extra pieces of foam board kind of hanging off the edge. So I could do 4 along the top in portrait. Now, because the sides of the foam board in portrait are longer, I could divide the height of the puzzle by 2, which is 139 centimeters. So 139 centimeters divided by 2, which makes 70 centimeters. And the height of the foam board is 84 centimeters. So I could do it in 8 pieces of foam board rather than 9. If I oriented them portrait, if I put 4 along in the row and 4 along in the column and 2 in the row. So it's a 4x2 grid. So I'm hoping that's clear. I'm just kind of reading off this sheet of this screen in front of me where I've written down all my measurements. Now, because I'll be doing it in portrait, it may slightly affect the way that I film it, because normally when I'm filming it, I'm doing it kind of in landscape. And I think whilst I'm building the puzzle up and the sections are still little and just coming together gradually, I think that will be fine. But as the foam board starts to fill up, I may have to film in a portrait orientation. I'm just going to kind of see how that goes. But I've got a relatively big table. I can fit the foam boards on it. And it really helps that I did that 6,000 piece puzzle using the foam boards, because it's kind of prepared me for, using that method again. The thing I'm quite nervous about with this puzzle is sorting 9,000 pieces. I actually found it hard enough sorting 6,000 pieces. Yeah, I think that might be a bit of a nightmare, but I will be sorting. I cannot do it any other way. Using my method, I need to sort the pieces. I need to section it down and take control over the sections of foam board and ensure I know what is where and things like that. So I will be sorting the pieces, all of them, but that could take quite a while. And I also, obviously, if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you'll know that I like to explain how I'm building it, what my kind of reasoning is behind which bit I'm doing next and things like that. So this video could potentially be quite long, which means that it may potentially be split down into 2, possibly 3. I don't want to be kind of rambling on for 2 hours. The longest videos I have done are about an hour. So, it is possible that this might be in parts. But as I say, I'm not sure yet because I haven't actually started yet. But anyway, I'm going to open it up now. So, now then, I'm shaking the table here, so I need to try and avoid doing that. Probably would have been easier if I'd have got some scissors, wouldn't it? I'm going to try just using my nails to make a... There we go. Right, apologies if the table's shaking a little. I have now made a hole and I am opening up the cellophane. Right, so lovely box, lovely thick cardboard. It feels quality, but you would expect that from a Ravensburger puzzle. I'm going to just pull the lid off just now. And inside we have lots and lots of pieces in a split across 2 bags, as I said. So here is one of said bags. I'll hold it up for you. So that is 4,500 pieces. And here's the other one. I'm just going to take them out for now because there are some things at the bottom of the box that I'm going to pull out. Oh, we've got dust. We've got dust. I haven't even taken them out of the bags yet, and we've got dust. Right, and we've got, oh, brilliant, we've got a poster as well. I'm actually really glad we have a poster. I found it really helpful having a poster for the Disney Orchestra puzzle, but there wasn't a poster in the 6,000 piece Clementoni that I did, so I guess they only do it for the humongous ones. But there is a poster with this one, which I will look at shortly. The box, again, really sturdy. Nice quality. It's got this cardboard insert, which just makes it kind of a bit taller. But I'm going for now to move that to one side and look at this, which is a little booklet that came with the puzzle. So, okay, I don't think there's a great deal of information to be had in here because most of it is in all different languages. So it's just kind of one column of info. Comprising 9,120 pieces. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is another one where you get slightly more than what it says on the box. 9,120 pieces. And measuring 1.92 meters wide by 1.39 meters high, which we've gone through. This puzzle is a challenge for anyone, requiring many hours of searching, placing, and assembling. I have no doubt that it will take many hours. Good luck and happy puzzling. Okay, so to be sure of achieving your goal, please observe the following tips and instructions. Contents: 2 bags, A and B, containing 4,560 pieces each. 1 reference illustration, which is the poster. The puzzle is divided into 2 bags, each containing half of the puzzle pieces and labelled with the letters A and B. We recommend using each bag in turn. If you want to begin with the left half of the picture, for instance, use bag A first. So A is the left side, B is the right side, so it's split down the middle. Please be sure to keep the empty bags as they contain a serial number, which you will need should any of the pieces go missing. I hope not. That would be a nightmare if the pieces went missing. The enclosed reference illustration is an important aid when assembling the puzzle. If you do get stuck, however, which is of course quite possible with a puzzle this size, we can also supply you with an illustration including cut lines. Oh, okay. I did not know you could do that. Get cut line illustrations and things. That's yeah. Well, I'm sure that will be helpful for some people. I'm not going to use that, but yeah, that's good to know. So assemble each section of the picture on a stable surface made of wood, cardboard, blah blah blah. Right. Okay. So I mean that's all fairly obvious, logical stuff. Best to assemble the 2 completed sections on the floor. So they're suggesting that when you come to put it together at the end, you do it on the floor. Again, most people won't have any choice about that really, because I don't think many people have tables that big. I, again, will be doing it on foam boards, so the chances are I will just be putting the foam boards together and assembling it kind of with the foam board underneath on the floor. I am uncertain what I'm going to do when I've finished this puzzle. With my previous giant puzzles, I have taped them and I've taken them to a hall to photograph them. I don't know if I'm going to tape this one yet. The problem with taping is that it means I can't do them again, or, you know, pass them on for someone else to do or anything like that. I can't take it apart. So it's possible that I will just leave it on the boards, this one, but again, I've not decided on that. Yeah, the rest of it just goes through what to do once it's finished, so I won't read the rest of that, but handy little booklet there that comes with it. Now the poster. Okay, it's folded into 4. Here we go, I'll show you. This is probably not going to fit into the camera lens, so I'm holding it up, but I'll take a photograph of it and pop it up as well so you can see it a little better. So yeah, so I may fold the poster to get a better idea of what's on the section that I'm working on at the time. It seems a shame to fold the poster though, because it's so lovely. It's lovely thick paper. But I mean, it's folded anyway. It's folded into 4, so that will really come in handy. It's nice as well that it's bigger, obviously, than the box image, so I can look really closely at the individual portraits of the characters. So I'll take some photographs for you, and you should be able to see them scrolling through on your screen right now. So, well, this is brilliant. There's actually a lot of different art styles. More than you can really tell on the box. I wish I knew the names of the art styles. Maybe you could tell me. Maybe you could you share your art painting knowledge and let me know. Some watercolours, obviously. Pencil drawings. Some that just look like traditional kind of Disney. That one, the Lady and the Tramp one, looks kind of like a Van Gogh style, I think. Looks a little bit like the swirly patterns in one of his paintings. I'm going to stop talking now because I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'll stop talking about art, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous image. So that's the poster, and that is what comes in the box. So I'm now going to pick up my box again so that I can open up these bags of pieces. I just have to take a moment because I'm nervous about opening 2 bags of 4,560 pieces and mixing them up. I'm quite nervous about that. So just taking a minute just to, you know, keep things non-chaotic for just a few more precious seconds. Okay, Vic, come on, don't be a coward. Right, just do it. Right. So, here we go. Opening up the bags. Getting that new puzzle smell coming out at me. Right. Okay, so... Man, it's heavy, so heavy. Well, I think there's going to be a lot of dust in this. I just saw a little poof cloud of dust just shoot up into the air. Right, so I just want to make sure there's no pieces stuck in the corners. And I read that I have to keep the bags just in case, so I will pop those down there and I'll spread these out. Wow. I can't see a single piece stuck together. Oh wait, I can. There's one. I spoke too soon. Hang on a minute, let me try and get it apart. Oh, it's not too bad. Came apart pretty easily. See, with some of the Clementoni ones I did, there was a lot of pieces stuck together, but I don't see as many in this bag. It's inevitable, I suppose. The machine doesn't necessarily cut right through, or maybe it does, but the pieces just don't kind of fall apart. These pieces are lovely. Such good quality. Nice and thick. Lovely matte finish. I like a matte finish to a puzzle. I think some of, you know, some shinier puzzles with shiny pieces, you know, they do look good too, but I do like a matte finish to a puzzle. And this has that. There's no peeling pieces, there's no bent sections or anything like that I'm seeing at the moment. Lovely bright colours. So this is going to be great. Now then, I feel I'm delaying things now. I'm just kind of swooshing around these pieces and thinking, oh well, maybe I'll leave it like this and not open the other bag. Oh dear, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, there's dust going everywhere. It's all over me. It's all over me. Never mind. Right, second bag. Opening up. Pouring it in. Oh gosh. Oh, there's such a lot of pieces here. I've got to sort through all these. Oh man. Okay, so they definitely fit in the box, but they're starting to overflow a bit now they've been released from the bag, so I'm just going to have to be careful here and make sure that they don't come toppling over the side of the box. Just kind of spread it out evenly if I can. There we go. There we go. That's them out. Right. So another bag. Checking to see if there's any stuck. Doesn't look as though there are. And that is, I'm just going to check I haven't dropped any. No, I haven't dropped any. Right, so here they all are. Second bag of pieces just as good as the first. Again, don't see very many stuck together. Lovely dark blue card at the back. Kind of blends in with the inside of the box. Yeah, in fact, the inside of the box, this little insert here, just looks like the card on the back of a puzzle piece. So that's a nice touch. So, yeah. 9,000 pieces opened up. Right, I kind of want to mix these, but I'm afraid to dig my hands in because it's so full and I don't want to... knock them over the side. So I'm just going to do a very kind of peripheral mix at the moment. I mean, they'll get mixed anyway because I'm going to sort them. But I may have to get the lid to do this. Although the lid's quite shallow. Maybe I could use... That lid's a bit deeper. Hang on one second. Okay, so in readiness for starting to sort this puzzle, I've been gathering together my large box lids, and this one was nearby. So what I'm going to do in order to try and mix this puzzle is just kind of transfer some pieces over to it, and then hopefully I can mix the puzzle up a bit better. Because at the moment it's just two sections kind of piled on top of each other, and I can't mix them because the box is too full. So if I put my hands in, they'll all go everywhere. So I'm just going to divide and conquer. Okay. Right. So it's a bit more. That's a bit better. Right. So. Mixing, 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 mixing. I'm still dropping pieces. Ah. Oh dear. Right, mixing, mixing, mixing. Right, and then this side I shall mix as well. There we go. So it is too late now. The pieces are mixed. It is now a 9,000 piece puzzle. It is no longer two 4,500 piece puzzles. And I will be building it. What have I got myself into? Oh dear. Hopefully weeks of pure fun and puzzling happiness. I'm sure that's what it will be. Anyway, pieces are mixed, boxes opened. The sorting must begin. Right, so there you have it. The puzzle has been opened. The bags have been opened. Both bags of 4,500 pieces have been opened and mixed. You have seen it yourself. So I am doing a 9,000 piece puzzle from scratch. I'm not doing two 4,500 piece puzzles. I think I might be a bit crazy. Maybe, I don't know. We'll soon find out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I cannot wait to properly actually get started building it. But anyway, you know what it looks like now. You've seen it in a bit more detail, and you've seen me mix the pieces up. So I hope that you are looking forward to the next video where I am building it. I'm still uncertain how many videos the final build will cover. I'm hopeful, having filmed this video separately and uploaded it separately, that it might not be too long for me to actually do it all as one video. So that's my hope, but it just depends on how the build goes and how it all kind of comes together. I won't know that until I actually start building it. But watch this space, and you will know as soon as it goes up how I'm going to do it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you soon with the rest of this gorgeous puzzle. Yeah, bye-bye.